is no good.
What can I tell you, kid? You're right. When you're right, you're right. And you're right. Careful driving home, girl, huh?
Mrs. Mulray's waiting for you.
Mrs. Mulray, how do you do?
My husband, I believe, is seeing another woman.
No. Really? Do you know the expression, let sleeping dogs lie? You're better off not knowing.
I have to know.
We'll see what we can do.
Los Angeles is a desert community. Now, the Alto Vallejo can save us from this.
Over 500 lives were lost when the Vanderlip Dam gave way. I won't build it. It's that simple. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Geez, he was there all night.
That's right. The guy's got water on the brain.
So what do you got?
Well, they got into a terrific argument outside the Pig and Whistle. I heard only one thing, though. Apple core.
Apple core? Okay, pal, let's have us a big smile. You'll love it. Oh.
When you get so much publicity, you gotta get blasé about it. You're practically a movie star.
Do you know me?
Well, no.
You see, I'm Mrs. Evelyn Mulray. You know Mr. Mulray's wife?
Not, that Mulray.
Yes, Mr. Gittes, that Mulray. I've never hired you to do anything, certainly not spy on my husband.
I think there's been some misunderstanding here. There's no point in getting tough with me.
I don't get tough with anyone, Mr. Gittes. My lawyer does.
Mr. Mulray?
He's not in, Mr.
Gittes. Why don't I just go in and wait?
Russ Yelburton, deputy chief in the department. We're a bit nervous around here with all this business in the papers about Mr. Mulray. Either he's the kind who chases after women or he isn't. He never even kids about it.
Well, maybe he takes it very seriously. Tell him I'll be back.
Please. Bad for glass.
Yeah, sure.
Mr. Gittes?
Mrs. Mulray, whoever set your husband up set me up. So unless it's a problem, I'd like to talk to your husband.
What should be a problem?
Well, that little girlfriend, she's disappeared. Maybe they disappeared together.
Is it business or an obsession with you?
This phony broad, she tells me she's you, she hires me. Now, whoever put her up to it doesn't have anything against me. They're out to get your husband. If I can see him, I can help him.
You might try the Oak Pass or the Stone Canyon Reservoir. Frequently at lunch, Hollis takes walks around them. Otherwise, he'll be home by 6:30.
Hello, Jake.
Hello?
What are you doing around here?
I'm looking for somebody. Hollis Mulray, you seen him?
There he is. Looks like he was washed down the entire length of the runoff channel.
Do you happen to know the name of the young lady in question?
came as a complete surprise to me.
I thought you hired a private investigator. Mr. Gittes.
I did that because I thought I would put an end to a rumor that had no basis.
If we need any more information, we'll be in touch.
Thank you for going along with me back there. I sent you a check to make it official that I've hired you.
Jake, what are you doing here?
Nothing, Morty. It's my lunch hour. Thought I'd drop by and see who dropped dead.
Middle of a drought and the water commissioner drowns. Yeah, got drunk, passed out on the bottom of the riverbed.
Well, as dry as a bone, Morty. Yeah, well, he ain't gonna exactly drown in a damp riverbed, no matter how soused he is. Hello. You were talking to a man a few days ago. He wore glasses. What did you talk about? Do you mind my asking?
The water comes in different parts of the river. Every night a different part.
Hold it there, kitty cat. You know what happens to nosy fellows? Huh? No? They lose their noses. Next time you lose the whole thing. Feed it to my goldfish. Understand?
I understand, Gittes.
I understand.
All right. Yeah. What is it, Sophie?
Miss Session is calling.
What can I do for you?
I was the one who pretended to be Mrs. Mulray. Remember?
Shut the fuck up.
Beg pardon? I want somebody to know that I didn't know what would happen.
I understand. Who was your employer? That could be helpful to both of us.
Just look in the obituary column of today's LA Post record. You'll find one of those people.
Those people, Miss... Mrs. Mulray, I think you're hiding something.
Actually, I knew about the affair.
You were seeing someone, too. For very long?
I don't see anyone for very long, Mr. Gittes.
By the way, what does this C stand for?
Cross.
That's your maiden name?
Yes. Will you get my car, please?
In case you're interested, your husband was murdered. Somebody's been dumping thousands of tons of water from the city's reservoirs, and we're supposed to be in the middle of a drought. He found out about it, and he was killed. It seems like half the city is trying to cover it all up, which is fine by me. And I still think that you're hiding something. Jake Gittes to see Mr. Yelburton? Noah Cross worked for the water department.
Yes. He owned it.
You mean he owned the entire water supply for the city? How'd they get it away from him?
Mr. Mulray felt the public should own the water.
They were partners?
Yes. Yes, they were partners. Mr. Yelburton, we'll see you now.
Don't tell me you're still working for Mrs. Mulray.
I never was.
I don't understand.
Neither do I, actually. You hired me. Or you hired that chippy to hire me. Mulray didn't want to build a dam. Then he found out you were dumping water at night. Then he was, drowned.
We have been diverting a little water to irrigate orange groves in the Northwest Valley.
I don't want to nail you. I want to find out who put you up to it. I'll give you a few days to think about it.
Whoever is behind my husband's death, why have they gone to all this trouble?
Money.
I'll pay your salary, plus $5,000, if you find out what happened to Hollis.
Sophie, drop one of our standard contracts for Mrs. Mulray. Did you get married before or after Mulray and your father sold the water department?
Well, it was sometime after.
Then you married your father's business partner. Does, my talking about your father upset you?
Yes, a little. You see, Hollis felt that the water should belong to the public, and I don't think my father felt that way.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Hollis never forgave him for it.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Gittes.
Gittes.
You may think you know what you're dealing with, but believe me, you don't. I'll double whatever your fee is and pay you $10,000 if you find Hollis's girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
Disappeared, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Mulray was murdered. She'd be one of the last to have seen him alive.
When's the last time you saw Mulray?
At my age, you tend to forget.
It was 5 days ago, outside the Pig and Whistle, and you had one hell of an argument.
Just find the girl. Hollis was fond of her. I'd like to help her if I can.
If you want to hire me, I still have to know what the argument was about.
My daughter's a very jealous woman. I didn't want her to find out about the girl.
Are you frightened for the girl or what Evelyn might do to her?
Just find the girl.
Why do they have all those names pasted in the plat books?
Land sales out of escrow are always recorded within the week.
Well, that means that most of the valley sold in the last few months.
That's what it says.
The name's Gittes. I'm a private investigator. Client hired me to see if the water department was irrigating your land.
The water department's been sending you people out here to blow up my water tanks. They put poison down 3 of my wells. I call that a funny way to irrigate.
That dam's a con job.
What dam?
The one your husband opposed. They're conning L.A. into building it, but the water's not going to go to L.A. It's coming right here. In the last 3 months, Robert Knox has bought 7,000 acres, Emmett Dill 12,000, and Jasper Lamar Crabb 25,000 acres. They're blowing these farmers out of their land and then picking it up for peanuts.
Hollis knew about this.
That's why he was killed. We got it.
What?
We got it.
What?
Jasper Lamar Crabb. He passed away 2 weeks ago. He passed away 2 weeks ago, and 1 week ago he bought the land. That's unusual.
Hello there, I'm Mr. Palmer. Can I help you folks?
Would you mind if we took a stroll on our own?
It's almost bedtime.
We understand. You're looking at the owners of a 50,000-acre empire.
They can't be.
You own a lot of land.
No more.
Where did you get this piece of material?
At the Abercourt Club. It's a fish. My grandson is a member, and they take very nice care of us.
Frankly, tonight you saved my egg.
Does this often happen to you?
Actually, this hasn't happened to me for a long time.
When was the last time?
In Chinatown.
What were you doing there?
Do you have any, peroxide or...
Is it painful?
Your eye. Something black in the green part of your eye.
It's a sort of birthmark. I want to know more about you.
Not now.
You really don't like to talk about the past, do you?
I was trying to keep someone from being hurt. I ended up making sure that she was hurt.
Don't do anything until I get there. I'll be back. There is something that I should tell you. My father is a very dangerous man. You don't know how dangerous.
Are you trying to tell me that he might be behind all this?
It's possible.
Give me the keys. Come on, Mrs. Mulray, you've got your husband's girlfriend tied up in there.
She's not tied up.
You know what I mean. You're holding her against her will.
I am not.
Just tell me the truth. I'm not the police.
She's my sister.
She's your sister? She's your sister. Why all the secrecy?
I would never have harmed Hollis. Wanted him to be happy.
I'm tired, Mrs. Mulray. Yeah?
Ida Sessions wants to see you. Echo Park. She begged me to call. She's waiting for you.
Interesting, Gittes? What are you doing around here?
Didn't you call me?
This broad hired you, not Evelyn Mulray. Somebody wanted to shake Mulray down. That's how come you found out he was murdered.
I heard it was an accident.
Mulray had salt water in his lungs. But you saw who killed him. It was Evelyn Mulray, and she's been paying you off like a slot machine ever since.
What do you think? Evelyn Mulray knocked off her husband in the ocean, then dragged him up to a reservoir because she thought it would look more like an accident? Mulray was murdered and moved because somebody didn't want his body found in the ocean.
Why is that?
He found out they were dumping water there. That's what they were trying to cover up. Where's Mrs. Mulray? Well, I'll just have a look around, huh? Yeah, bad for the glass.
Salt water, very bad for glass.
Salt water?
Very, very bad. See?
What's that?
Huh?
There.
Huh?
How are you? I've been calling you.
Yeah? Going someplace?
Yes, we have a 5:30 train to catch.
Jake Gittes for Lieutenant Escobar.
I told you, we have a 5:30
You're gonna miss your train.
Will you please tell me what this is all about?
I found these in your backyard in the pond. They belonged to your husband, didn't they?
Yes, probably.
Yes, positively. It's where he was drowned.
What?
You were jealous. You had a fight. He fell. He hit his head. It was an accident. But his girl is a witness. Who is she? And don't give me that crap about your sister because you don't have a sister.
She's my daughter.
I said I want the truth.
She's my sister. My sister, my daughter. She's my sister and my daughter. My father and I understand. I ran away.
To Mexico.
Hollis came and took care of me. I couldn't see her. I was 15. Now I want to be with her. I want to take care of her.
Where are you gonna take her now?
Back to Mexico.
You better just get out of here. Leave all this stuff here.
This didn't belong to Hollis.
How do you know?
He didn't wear bifocals. Catherine, say hello to Mr. Gittes.
Hello.
Hello.
Come on in, Lou. Looks like we're both too late. She flew the coop.
I don't suppose you have any idea where she went.
Her maid's house. I think she knows something's up. She lives in Pedro. Write it down.
No, Gittes. You're gonna show us. Let's get the little lady.
I'd like to bring her out myself.
Just 3 minutes.
Gee, thanks, Lou.
Yeah?
Hello.
Mr. Gittes, come in. Oh, is there some surprise, Mr. Gittes?
Can you give me a ride somewhere?
Sure, as soon as we eat.
Not right now, Curly. It can't wait.
What's this all about?
I'll tell you in a block or two. 12 Alameda. It's in Chinatown. Wait for me until 8:30. If I don't show up, take them to your boat. You got your checkbook handy, Mr. Cross? I've got the girl.
Where's the girl?
I've got her.
Is she all right?
She's fine.
Well, where is she?
With her mother.
What does it mean?
That you killed Hollis Mulray in that pond. You drowned him. And you left these.
But he figured if you dumped water into the desert sand and let it percolate down to the bedrock, it'd stay there instead of evaporate the way it does most reservoirs.
And that's what you were going to do in the valley. Going to be a lot of irate citizens when they find out that they're paying for water that they're not going to get.
Well, that's all taken care of by incorporating the valley into the city.
Why are you doing it? What can you buy that you can't already afford?
The future, Mr. Gittes. Claude.
You're under arrest, Jake.
He's crazy, Lou! He killed Mulray because of the water thing.
Lock him to the wheel of that car.
Catherine, I am your grandfather.
Come, miss.
Get away from me!
Put that gun away. Let the police handle this.
Get away from her. Get away! Get
Turn him loose. Turn them all loose.